Hi, I'm attorney Ben Schwartz, and today I want to talk to you about a concept of found money, especially as it relates to workers' compensation cases. You know, when I was maybe 10 or 12 years old, I had this experience where I found a $5 bill in my top drawer of my dresser, in my sock drawer, and I hadn't realized that I'd misplaced it. I hadn't realized that I lost it, but I found it, and it was very exciting to me to find $5. I had it all along. It was mine. It was something that I was entitled to, but just coming to the realization that I had it was, unique and exciting. And I have the same experience over and over, not because I keep finding $5 bills in my sock drawer, but because I keep coming across people who have workers' compensation cases. I can identify the case. I can tell them about rights they didn't know they had, and I can get them compensation that they were entitled to all along but never knew that they had a right to receive. And this is something that happens over and over. I see someone who has a big scar and I strike up a conversation and ask them about it, and it turns out it was an on-the-job injury. It turns out that maybe they had surgery, or maybe they had staples, or maybe there's all kinds of things that happen. But when I tell them if it was an on-the-job injury, you have these rights, they seem surprised because no one ever took the time to explain their rights to them. Their employer didn't tell them what their rights were. The employer's workers' compensation insurance company certainly didn't tell them what they could receive in the form of money benefits. And it takes someone like me to come along and say, hey, did you know you had the right to receive compensation? Two of the big things that people get compensated for in workers' comp cases are permanency and disfigurement. Permanency means loss of functional use of a body part that is permanent. And disfigurement means visible, it means disfigurement. It means scarring, or a change in the appearance as a result of the work injury. These are two things we get people large lump sum compensation payments for. And it's interesting because sometimes I talk to folks and I strike up a conversation and I ask them about their scar, and it turns out that the injury was years ago. But I can still get them compensation because we have, in some cases, we have a long statute of limitations. Statute of limitations in a workers' comp case can be as long as 5 years from the date of the last payment by the insurance company. So you take the last time they paid for a medical bill and go 5 years out, and that's the statute of limitations on an acknowledged workers' comp claim. At least in Delaware it is. So it's really exciting to me. It's like finding $5 in my sock drawer when I was 10 years old. When I meet someone, I tell them about the rights that they have. I help them to get compensation from their workers' compensation case. It's money they didn't know they had. It's money they didn't know they were entitled to, and it's just a great feeling. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm Ben Schwartz. I'm with the law firm of Schwartz & Schwartz. And if you would like to follow us, go to facebook.com/Schwartz & Schwartz. Like us and you'll see more videos like this one.